Hello everyone, welcome back to Omegon 2 Electric Boogaloo. Today we're going to talk about eco-warriors. They serve a purpose, a function akin to that of the Space Marine. They are bringing the enlightenment from the enlightened to everyone else. And in doing so, they are making sure you are as inconvenienced as you can possibly be because you are not enlightened to what they have been enlightened to. The knowledge they possess, as everyone knows knowledge is power, is astonishing, awesome in fact. A level of intelligence that can only be compared to sticking Mentos in a bottle of Coca-Cola and expecting it to not turn into Mount Vesuvius. Over the last 10 years, we have seen an increase in eco-warriors. These very same eco-warriors have taken it upon themselves because they are enlightened to use extreme measures, increasing in severity as time has passed, to get the message across that Earth is dying. Now, as I firmly support No Lives Matter, I think you're all doing a fantastic job for this planet. The sooner you're gone, the better. And these eco-warriors, if anything, are merely attempting to delay the inevitable, whether it be they glue themselves to public transport like trains, or to roads using a solvent. That's interesting. I don't see a contradiction there. Did it come from horse by chance? Whether it be Greta Thunberg, who we're not allowed to criticize in any way, shape or form, or people become remarkably simp-like because if you say anything negative, you'll be accused of railing on her for whatever issue she has. Sometimes people just say stupid things, people, but it's okay, she's enlightened, and in the number of years that she's been at the front of eco-warriorness, she has absolutely accomplished great things. You have others blocking vital roadways, preventing ambulances from getting through. In doing so, causing a state of anger, where in some countries people are allowed to drag you out of the road so that they can continue on their way. If you're in the United Kingdom, no. If you do that, you are going to get arrested for assault. Because in this country, the best protection is none at all. And in fact, if you do protect yourself, it's going to get expensive and you're going to have a criminal record. How dare you not rely on the police who will turn up 45 minutes after an assault has taken place, to then do nothing about the fact you've been assaulted, or you've just been fired from your job because of eco-warriors, who are also enlightening you enough because you should be able to live off your daddy's money and not off the money you make from work, because everyone has a stipend. More recently, this eco-warriorness has taken a form of art. This has led to some rather interesting incidents. More recently, we saw a man throw a cake all over the Mona Lisa. Well, the rather interesting thing about that was, a few years back, decades, a barrier was placed between the Mona Lisa and the public because somebody else had many years ago attempted to deface the Mona Lisa, a truly priceless piece of art. Not necessarily great, but Da Vinci is not here to give it its proper makeover. And with other people giving makeovers to old art or rejuvenating old art, we don't want to run the risk of Mona Lisa looking like a complete and utter twat. With the spirit of art in mind, I'd like to now talk to you about other eco-warriors who are performing their duty superbly in ensuring they get their point across and enlighten you. So do expect an e-version of the Lectitio Divinitatis, but solely devoted to the tree. I wonder how many more Warhammer references I can fit into this video. Where is the security? Fury has just stopped oil student eco-vandals stick their own artwork of a constable's Priceless. The Haywain featuring double yellow lines, dump cars and pollution, while the guards simply look on. Now the guards, for the sake of it, can't do anything because they would just lose their jobs. Policy is there to protect the business from losing potential funding, so they can't do anything to stop these people beyond simply politely saying to you, if it's okay with you, could you please relocate yourselves to the outside of this establishment? If you are unable to acquiesce to my request, it's understandable really because I can't make you do anything, therefore I am not a threat to you. I'll only stop the pickpockets. With a stern talking to. Just Stop Oil say that the reimagined version of the 1821 Priceless work which depicts a rural scene on the River Stour in Suffolk, shows a nightmare scene that demonstrates how oil will destroy our countryside. Many people believe that the reason why this group has started to be more active is because it is believed the UK government is going to have to, let's say, pull back a little on its current green plan. And the reason why is because the current plan, when you compound it with the cost of living crisis and fuel prices going through the roof, isn't sustainable. Therefore, they need to do something to deal with this as best they can. The National Gallery released a statement clarifying that the artwork in question suffered minor damage to its frame and on the painting's varnish, both of which have since been dealt with before it is going to then be rehung in Gallery Room 34. Dr. Adrian Hilton, who is a fellow of the Royal Society of Arts, had said, "How is this even possible in the National Gallery? I mean, it's a John Constable masterpiece, a national treasure. Is it really this easy to paper over, or God forbid, destroy it?" Apparently, these works are not treated on a pedestal akin to that of the Mona Lisa, although I wouldn't be at all surprised if such a thing then happened to protect these kind of works from people who just think, well, I'm a student, I'm indestructible, I'm going to go show you who the damn daddy boss is. Some people who are themselves art lovers said that this is disgusting. Please stop damaging historic and fragile paintings enjoyed by ordinary people in our national galleries and museums. Please find another way to get your message, whatever it consists of, across. And another saying, unbelievably reckless. The wrong target. Art is not the target. It's so poorly judged. It sets back the net zero and climate debate by alienating the public. Art is not a legitimate target. This is childish, destructive, and naive. The group Just Stop Oil, the domestic terrorists that they are, have actually targeted other places in the past week. Art galleries in Glasgow, Manchester, London. They also sat down at the track at Silverstone during the British Grand Prix because they're dicks. And people, the ordinary people, aren't allowed to enjoy things. I thought Formula 1 was trying to go a bit green with its energy use anyway. I guess when they lead by example, they're not doing enough. The following day, at the Royal Academy of Arts in London, Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper was on display. Just Stop Oil shut down the art gallery after gluing themselves to the frame of it. Didn't have the balls to put their hands directly on the painting though. That's interesting. That tells me a lot, by the way. Even you guys, being the privileged middle-class twats that you are, and I know you're middle-class privileged twats based on what you're wearing, didn't even have the balls to actually ruin the painting, just the frame that it was held in, with the slogan underneath the frame on the wall reading "No New Oil," which leads me to believe that I might be right that the UK government is looking at options to offset the increase in fuel prices, i.e. through new oil. Imports from other countries perhaps. Probably not Venezuela, the refining would be a nightmare. Now, because Just Stop Oil are super peaceful, they're also, while trying to destroy art, asking for members of art institutions to join their coalition in peaceful civil resistance. And to do that, they are binding themselves around priceless works of art, or putting their own art over the top of priceless works of art, to make sure that you aren't treated as if you're in some kind of hostage situation. Well, the response to that is we don't negotiate with terrorists. Get good, scrubs.